Hello and welcome to testingworld.com. In this midweek special, we're gauntlet down again to this time EggPlant, and I will be featuring a world exclusive, something which I've started calling Site Reliability Testing, SRT. So watch that out because that's going to be huge coming up in the next year, 2 years. To go with that, we're also going to demonstrate not real user monitoring, real user testing. So if you're stuck in a rut and you want a tool what's going to do more, it's going to help you with your SRE challenges, then this could be the Mercury challenge for you. Okay, let's start the clock. I'm going to take the base URL and just paste that straight into EggPlant monitoring, or SRT, Site Reliability Testing Tool. Now I'm going to set some basic stuff because it's talking about site reliability, so things like how long I'm expecting to wait for objects. I've also set up alerting, so if there's something wrong, I'll get a message on directly to my mobile. So as you can see, I've also added in a very simple search term to look for 70 days. Now at the moment it's 70 days. Of course tomorrow it'll be 69 days. So what I'm doing is I'm just changing the dynamic parameters. So this is something you could quite easily pull in if you've already invested in some kind of automation on a shift left perspective. So the first step was to buy tickets. The next one is to click the register. So I'm going to again use a dynamic look for a button, which happens to be register. So very simple, very much like last week's test rigger example. We're looking for elements on the screen. Of course, we're in this case, we're interacting with the DOM. So as you can see, we're going through, we're buying a ticket, and then we're completing the transaction. Now that's a pretty straightforward 1 minute 15 for recording, which is okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the timer once we kick this off, because what I want to do is I don't want it to pass. I want it to fail because I want to see, I'm a site reliability engineer or a site reliability tester, and I want to see when that changes down to 69, i.e. tomorrow, will it fail if there's an invalid assertion on the screen. So I'm just going to simply go in there and I'm going to set a threshold for, like I said, 20 seconds and 69 seconds, and I'm going to rerun that. And as we're rerunning it, I'm going to restart the clock because now we're going to go into the results. And what I'm hoping to see once we run that again is, instead of it just passing as it did before, is actually for it now to come back with an error. So a few seconds, it's going to execute. I can look on the page and you can see there I've got an error on the home page. And if I go in and look at those, investigate, it says expected phrase is not found. I also can go into that reference and I can see a screenshot. So I can see the screenshot. I can also go into the test results and see exactly what steps it did. So I'm going to stop the timer as it's validated that that value is incorrect. But there's more to it, right? The whole point of site reliability testing and what I'm coining as real user testing is that we want to be able to go off and find some more information. So we're going to click on to that particular test. Now this is something you wouldn't get from your standard functional tool, right? So I can click on it. Of course, the expected phase was not found. So what I want to do is I want a bit of a breakdown. I want to see when potentially this went wrong. So I'm going to do a quick performance breakdown. I'm going to get all the information. As you can see, for the last 24 hours, it's been doing homepage, get tickets, click register, go to checkout, no problems. I've changed the script now to say 69 days. We've got a bit of a problem, but we can also see there's a bit of a spike in how long it took as far as the total amount of seconds. So if I quickly look on the left hand side, I can see that it's taking a large amount of time downloading one of the videos which is embedded in it. So if I just scroll down a little bit, you can see there 40 seconds it's taking to download this large file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off. I'm going to take that experience from if it was a mobile. So I'm a site reliability engineer. I'm part of the ops dev team. I get this notification there's an issue with the website. I want to go in there. I want the same visual information as what I'm seeing in the portal. So I'm able to go in and again view that screenshot where I can see straight away, oh dear, it's 70 days and not 69 days. I can also then go into the dedicated mobile native app and I can see the same thing. I can click on those monitors that I'm looking at. I can see that huge page speed kind of impact on the right hand side. That brings in EggPlant SRT in a very respectable 153.6 in second position in our Mercury Challenge. So now I'm going to throw the gauntlet not to Senior Gerard but to Max Gerard from EggPlant to come back and see if he can bring EggPlant AI model-based testing tool under 2 minutes to take on the Mercury Challenge. So stay tuned for next week.